What is up, family? Today we have some Thor jungle for you guys as promised. Apologies for not posting yesterday. It was Thanksgiving, decided to not post, spend time with family. However, I hope you guys had a very great Thanksgiving, and we're back with hopefully the daily uploads. I really try to upload daily. Obviously, like I said yesterday, didn't upload because of Thanksgiving, but you know, if there's not a holiday or anything, I really try to upload every day. If not, I usually like to take a day off or two, but the goal is daily uploads, right? So clear our back camps plus red, usual start. We see Susanoo come in and seeing if he can kind of take this. We see him back at mid, so this should just be a free speed. So he just ends up giving this up, and we get the speed. We're gonna grab a couple minions from mid, and then we're gonna see if Susanoo started on these gold free camps. If not, then we can go ahead and take them ourselves. So thankfully he just gave us that free speed in the mid, and we end up securing both mid neutral camps. We ping enemy missing left, and we're gonna see if we can make something happen here in dual lane. Since right now we got both mid camps, we should be over a few levels on Susanoo, and we're gonna see if we can gank and make something happen here. We could go for the red camp here, but I think the play here would be to gank. They're both low health. Susanoo ends up rotating. We hit him with a stun to cancel his one. He dashes into into Jingwei. Jingwei ends up dying, unfortunately. The gank was alright. I mean, didn't go too well, didn't go as planned. However, we can still see if we can make something happen here. We have our Ares being pretty, not aggro, but playing it well. And unfortunately, all I have to do is run here. I can't do anything else. My abilities are down. My abilities are on cooldown. And I guess it's also a good thing to know as a jungler, knowing your limits and knowing god limits and whatnot. We're gonna see if we can try to steal this. We unfortunately cannot. Susanoo ends up securing the red, and good zoning on Susanoo's end. I said be careful left, letting them know that Susanoo is at dual lane. And yeah, like I was saying, you also have to know god limits. Like right there, some players would have kept fighting and ended up dying, ended up picking all three of us off. And you just gotta take your losses sometimes. And I think that's also what separates a good player from a bad player. They don't really know when to stop fighting, which is a very important aspect to just Smite in general. Knowing when to fight, when's a good time to engage, when's a good time to back off. Because Thor's a very ability-based god. He's not really known for his auto attacks, so having all my abilities on cooldown while what was that, a Susanoo and a Sobek were engaging me and kill it and ended up picking our support, it wouldn't have been great, right? So we're gonna see if we can get an ult down here. Unfortunately, we missed our ult. We hit Susanoo with our combo. I kind of messed up there. I think I did. So the combo with Thor usually goes for ult. So you ult in 1 auto, stun, auto, 3 auto. That usually gets them at about 100 to, I would say, 100% to 20% health. If they're half health, then that's basically a one-shot combo. And you'll see me pull the combo off a few times during this play-by-play. I believe this game was a pretty good game, a pretty high kill game for me. We're gonna see if we can get Sobek here. We're gonna wall him off. Should be an easy kill. And like that, good bait on Odin. I'm not sure if Odin knew I was ganking, but anyways, good bait on Odin, and we're gonna keep farming, right? We're gonna grab lane from Odin, call that a jungle tax, and just continue farming. Now, as always, if you don't know already, in these play-by-play series, I like to skip any downtime with clearing jungle camps, you know, all the boring filter stuff that all junglers do. You don't need to AFK farm these bots, right? So clear back camps, clear speed, clear gold free or oracles. We're gonna ult in, see if we can pull off the combo that I'm talking about here. And this should be a good Baron ult. So 1, missed my 1, 2, wall auto. If I hit my 1 there, Baron should have died instantly. Unfortunately, I missed the first initial throw on Baron, but the double tap mechanic made me hit Baron once at least. Honor should be dead here as well. I could have gone with my wall first, however, that's a good wall to block him off. Susanoo, good rotation on Susanoo, taking the teleporter. Unfortunately, our solo lane wasn't there to call it out. So our Ares ends up getting picked, which is alright. We're gonna see if we can invade here. If not invade, grab some timers. Like I said in my past jungle videos, you should always be invading and grabbing timers if you pick off the laners in that lane. So if you pick off mid, it would be good to invade either the speed or the red. See if the camp isn't up, you at least got timers, right? And if you're a solo laner, if you killed the solo lane and you've cleared the wave, then it's a good time to check if blue or red timers are up, or maybe even both, right? I'm also going with Hydra's as my first item, simply because Hydra's does damage after each auto attack, after an ability, and with Thor, since we're doing the ult 1 auto, basically every ability, then Hydra's just gets huge value on Thor, especially if you hit the full combo, because it procs on all your abilities, and it just gives us more damage. I mean, you can also argue that unfortunately, unfortunately everybody's out of range out of my ult there, so we can't really do anything. So we have a Jing Ares and Ares rotation. So hopefully we can get something here. So objective right now is to not let them steal my jungle buff, and we have a pretty big beefed up level 10 Susanoo. However, I'm still keeping up with Susanoo's farm. Jingwei ends up getting picked off, and you'll be able to tell, like, this Jingwei was not the best player. We're going to go with Tekko next. Again, for the movement speed, Tekko's really good right now, especially since they changed the recipe. But you could also go Jotuns. If you want to go Hydra's Jotuns, you could, and then build Tekko right after, because I believe I build Jotuns after this just to get extra cooldown, but right now you can see from the scoreboard, I mean, Jingwei was like 0-4, so it is what it is, right? However, he's got to kind of make do with what we have. And our Jing did get picked off. However, we're going to see if we can ult in here. Baron ulting, Cupid ulted. Baron ends up getting the kill, which is great. Reyna won. And however, we don't get the full kill. However, Baron still picks up the last hit, which is great. Susanoo is the only one up, and Susanoo's forced to back. We can see that Susanoo doesn't have red buff, so the next thing to do now is, one, secure neutral camp, and after we secure, we're going to see if we can grab some timers, see if any buffs are up, and if not, then at least we got timers, right? We can actually also see that since the Ares is now grabbing the timers for us, we're going to see if we can do a gank on right lane, and see if we can help out Odin a little bit here. We have our abilities up. We don't know where Odin's at, and right now we just heard... Sorry, not Odin. We don't know where Sobek's at. We just heard Sobek in tower. We're going to go ahead and wall him. A pretty nice wall there. And that's what I've been also kind of doing with Thor. I'm using his wall as, yes, a stun first, but I'm also trying to aim it to where it blocks him off. Like in that moment, so that his blue's down, red's down. I think our Ares ended up securing our red, and just being able to secure more jungle. We're going to go ahead and build Tekkos again. And like I said, we're actually going with anti-heal and not Jotuns, simply because of Baron's healing, and Cupid's also, you can say Cupid's healing too, but not really, but more for Baron. And like I said, I've just been using Thor's wall as also a blocker. So we're gonna go ahead and ult Baron's ult. We're gonna see if we can make something happen here. Again, ult 1 auto, 2 auto, 3, and he was at 100% health. He does have all these procs, so we were able to focus him. Even though he's level 8, I think we should have been able to anyways. However, still, that was basically the combo that you wanted to hit on Thor. So, like I said, ult 1 auto, 2 auto, 3 auto. And again, that'll just put him at, you just focus on a target, usually a squishy. You want to land on, probably, right now, if it were this game, it would either be the On Her or the Cupid. You're going to want to land on the damage dealers. Maybe you can even argue Susanoo, but Susanoo has really great mobility. That's what he's known for, plus being able to auto cancel efficiently. Unfortunately, missed my wall there. Fight going on. Cupid inting, and we should be able to hopefully grab a couple more kills here. Our wall is down, however, this Jingwei is trying to kill for Susanoo. Apologies, kill for Sobek. However, this Jingwei just lost again so much farm. Level 12 on her to level 3 Jingwei. She's now grabbing minion waves, and like I said, I think it would have been more beneficial for her if she didn't rotate. I know that sounds weird, but there was a few. She got a couple assists in that team fight, and that's less valuable than a few minion waves for sure. I'd rather get 2 minion waves than 2 assists, because that's just how you just get more XP and more gold from the 2 minion waves, right? So we're just going to clear this one back camp. We see a fight happening in left side of the jungle. So we're going to see if we can make something happen here. We see Sobek ult down, Baron starting to rotate. This could be a pretty beneficial team fight. It would be a 4v3 because Cupid was in mid. So we're going to ult in, ult it on her, target on her. See that? Look at that combo. See, that's what I'm talking about. We have Baron basically getting the last auto in to finish off on her. However, I'm not sure if you guys saw the combo, but I'm telling you guys about Thor. That's probably the best way to play Thor. Ult 1, auto 2, auto 3, auto. 100 to 0 if they're squishy. That's, again, probably the best way to play Thor. And right now he did get a buff. What you're looking at right now is a buff Thor, a small buff. I think he got a little bit of increase in his damage. We can see if we can try to zone Baron out here. And unfortunately, Jing drops the Gold Fury. Baron also has to drop the Gold Fury because Odin hasn't rotated, which is a pretty bad play from Odin. I think since, you know, he got this is basically a team fight. We basically got quadrad by Susanoo. If Odin was there, we would have won that team fight. And Odin just, you know, AFK farming solo lane. I get that he wants farm, so you know it's whatever. This is now a very fed Susanoo because of that quadra kill, and Susanoo. In general, I'm not sure if Susanoo's broken. I don't think he's broken right now. I think this player is just a really good Susanoo. This Susanoo ended up being like Mastery 10 max Susanoo, and right now I'm telling him to invade because like if you're gonna be in solo lane anyways, you might miss out on go for your XP. You might as well clear the right jungle, right? Because everybody was on the left side of the map. Odin had like a free chance to invade their blue, their red, or their 2 back camps, their entire jungle basically. But instead he just chose to AFK farm a single wave. He ends up rotating now. We can see if we can make something happen now that Odin's rotated. We're going to try to ult in, try to catch somebody off guard. We're going to ult Honor here. However, he goes the other way. We ended up killing on her still. We get a double kill on Cupid. And yeah, Thor's been feeling really good actually. Since, you know, the slight little buff, I think this slight little buff was needed. I do feel he was a little bit underwhelming, just a little bit. But obviously, I'm not sure if everybody knows the Thor combo that I've been talking about in this video. But if you don't know the Thor combo, you should definitely just start using it. As you can see, I mean, I'm just 100 to 0ing all the squishies, and that's what you kind of want to do as a jungler. You want to just target the squishies as much as you can. Now we see a small team fight coming here in right side of the jungle. We see Sobek there. We also see Susanoo here. Susanoo ends up missing his 2. He dashes out. Like I said, Susanoo a very hard god to kill simply because of his kit in general. We get a cripple on Ares, which is a very great counter on Susanoo. Unfortunately, all our abilities are down. And since Ares Chains has run out, we can see if Susanoo ends up getting away, but now we can see if we can get a couple kills. We're going to try to do something with our wall. Susanoo again. Super broken. Well, just kidding. He's not super broken, but he's super fed right now in this game. Simply because of that quadra kill that he got in the game. We're gonna just stun and peel for our Baron here. Try to get Sobek off of Baron. Hopefully our Baron ends up dying here. However, he does anyways. We're gonna go ahead and try to peel for Odin now. And I'm telling him to be careful, simply because I'm just backing up. I'm one shot. If I go into that fight, I'm dying right away. And right now, playing my life is more valuable than potentially getting a kill. We're gonna go ahead and ult in front of their face, just so we can kind of have like that peel for them. We can see them invading our blue, which is unfortunate. But that was kind of more of a bluff, because I'm not gonna ult into a 1v3 as Thor. That's just not a smart move. So now I do want to take a time to, first of all, thank you guys for all the support you guys have shown in this video as we fight this on her. Pretty useless fight, which is why I was kind of skipping over it. Gold Fury's down, nothing really to fight for. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. I am really appreciating all the support. I think we're up to like 86 subs now, which is great. We go up in subs every day, and it just kind of gives hope to the game as well. I mean, it kind of shows that Smite isn't dying while we invade the Susanoo speed. Great pressure from our mid and support here. And Jing about to get picked again. We're gonna see if we can collapse on his honor here. Honor, that's his leap. So we're gonna see if we can do something with our wall. We wall him off and don't get the stun, but we wouldn't have gotten the stun anyway, simply because he uses ult. This honor should be dead. Me and Baron are both here. Baron, great Baron's brew. And just like that, easy pick on her. Hopefully that can kind of help our Jingwei. I mean, Jingwei's level 12. All Jingwei has to do is grab a couple waves to not be completely useless from a fight. Looking back at this, I mean, I probably could have saved this wave for Jingwei, but I mean, she's still in base, so it is what it is. We got to carry the game somehow. This level 19 Susanoo ain't gonna, nobody's gonna catch up to himself without this minion wave. We now see a Sobek trying to pressure our Ares. You can see if we can try to do something here with Sobek. Sobek looks to be alone. And we barely miss Sobek here. We're going to go ahead and hit him with our combo anyways. Focus on Sobek. We don't have anybody else to focus to. Now the fight turns into a 3v5. Our laners are duo, and solo laners aren't really calling anything out, like enemy missing right. We're going to go ahead and peel as much as we can. Right now I'm kind of just, backing off and my abilities are down. We're going to see if we can do something here. I tried to teleport. Unfortunately, it didn't go off. We're going to see if we can hit Baron with our stun. We end up doing it, but Baron just has so much procs that it's kind of hard to do anything. Jingwei goes into a fight instantly and dies. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. A little bit of BMing from me just because, like, I mean, come on, you're playing Jingwei into an on her. You should be winning this matchup 100, I guess 95% of the time, right? Depending on the skill player. But I'm sure this player, not to be mean or anything, but this player's in that low or 5%. It is what it is, but it would have been nice to have a little bit of a better ADC. But right now, I mean, we're just kind of playing along. The Jingwei's build either isn't the best. I mean, the Jingwei's going attack speed on her. Should be an easy kill here. Thank you for the Jingwei for helping us. But again, we're gonna see if we can ult in. We end up getting Susanoo. We end up getting Baron, which is great. Sorry I skipped over that, but I don't really see it as being the most important thing in the fight. And just look at this wall. This wall was pretty good. We were able to cut off Sobek even just a little bit, and which is kind of what you want to do with Thor as well, especially his 2. You want to aim the wall at the correct side to where they're cut off and where your teammates has access. And again, look at that wall. Was able to stun him. Sobek forced to kind of go out of position. Susanoo unfortunately ends up getting us to like 100-0 again, almost 100-0. And we're just going to see if we can farm here just a little bit more, get the extra gold. We are, right now, since we're level 20, our next objective is to be full build. And, just farming obviously helps that. And now I kind of want to talk about how you want to engage with Thor. So, Thor, you want to use his ult in the jungle, obviously away from the team fight, because if they see you ult, all they're going to do is run away. You don't really have any play to that. We're going to ult. Oh, excuse me, sorry. But you can see the combo there. Had a little bit of a hiccup there. However, ult, if you guys saw that combo, again, ult, 1, auto, 2, auto, 3, auto. And we literally put that star on to 101. And that way, since your ult, so because of I didn't even explain this combo throughout this entire video, but the reason for this combo is you ult in, right? You ult in for the stun. While they're stunned, you're able to one them. You're able to get a 1 and an auto in, right? And then after that, you hit him with a 2 to get stunned again. So you're stacking CC. You hit him with a 2, another auto to auto attack cancel, and then 3, right? So that just during that entire combo, they should be CC'd and they shouldn't be able to move, which is what makes Thor a great character. And look at that wall again. Just that was a very, very crispy wall. These walls have been really good throughout the entire game for the most part, and we're able to just pick off Baron with our Fire Giant buff. We're gonna see if we can grab Honor here. Unfortunately, Honor ends up getting away, which is alright. We're just gonna go ahead and invade Honor. But that's basically the team fight and the goal that we were kind of aiming for. We got Fire Giant, we got a pick on Baron, and that outcome couldn't have turned out any better. So just fast forwarding it, clearing Pyromancer. We're gonna go ahead and see if our red is up. Don't you didn't see that, but see if our red is up. It is. We end up getting our last item. Susanoo 16-1 and something right now, and we literally, if we shut Susanoo down, we win the game. So we're just gonna go gold fury here, get ancient fury. We have fire giant buff, so we should be winning this. See if we can engage any more here. We get a Cupid ult down, Ares ult down. Ares ult, they end up beadsing. So free Ares ult. Unfortunately, I ult literally in between all of them. Cupid able to just get 100 zeroed by everybody. We're gonna see if we can make something happen here. We're gonna get out of Sobek ult, and unfortunately still chases us. Still hits us for about 500. We're gonna bring her wall down right away since that was a bad wall, which is a great +1 on Thor. The wall, we were able to just bring it down right away because again, very bad wall. Didn't really hit anybody, blocking everybody off in the fight. So we're gonna see if we can do something here. Susanoo doing a really good job just lurking, which is what you want to do as a jungler. You want to see what I'm doing here. I'm not in the front line, and look at that wall. Look at that wall, just cutting off Sobek completely. We end up sending Sobek and just able to cut Sobek off completely, being able to just my teammate is kind of just finishing them off, right? Right now, all three of them, we have on her, we have a Baron, and we also have a Cupid that just spawned up in Susanoo there, so they have a lot of damage in tower. I'm ulting in, see if we can do anything here. We're gonna try to go for somebody. We get Baron. Unfortunately, we get pulled by Susanoo too. They weren't really, team wasn't really there to tank Phoenix. Odin should have been tanking Phoenix there. However, it is what it is. We still get 3 of them to R1. Hopefully we can get Susanoo here. Susanoo, great mobility once again, ends up getting away. Odin trying to chase him down. We ended up getting the Phoenix there, so death wasn't too bad. We still were still able to do something here. I mean, we have a. Oh, I guess Jing is level 20 now, so that's good. But we had a pretty lackluster Jing. They have a horrible Cupid, so 4v4, kind of pretty even. And again, like I said, Jing kind of going an auto attack build, not crit, which is not what you want to do in Jing. With Jing, you want to play her as a crit god. That's what she strives on. That's what she's known for. She can hit these really high crits at a very high rate. So that's what you kind of want to do, right? And you don't want to go a full auto attack speed build. And like I said, it's just because Jingwei is, she just excels in crit. Right now, another team fight coming on. Jing kind of inting again. Jing ends up getting picked. And it just, I don't know, man. Like, if Jing doesn't get picked here, we'd be winning the game. And she's died so many times. I'm pretty sure she has basically half the team's deaths. Not to say that Jing's a bad player. I'm sure, if the Jing learns, it'll be fine. However, we're gonna see if we can make something happen here. Their Sobek's dead. Cupid ends up dying. We get a stun on her. We're gonna see if we can hide in the jungle, ult in, hopefully. Yep, so we're gonna ult in and then see if we can grab Honor here. Honor unfortunately uses his sleep. Wall ends up not reaching. So wasted ult, wasted wall, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and start setting up wards. So hopefully we can grab Fire Giant here if we win this team fight. So Sobek ult. Our team is pretty low here. We're gonna see if we can do something here. Unfortunately, get Sobek plucked. See if we can still get away. If not, then that'd be unfortunate. Ares kind of just peeling for us, which is great. Ares ends up getting picked off. And I'm excuse me, trying to teleport to my hammer here, but I'm freaking throwing it against the wall, so obviously I can't do that. I end up being the only person living here. So Jing going straight W keying straight to a 1v5 scenario. Hopefully she backs off. Okay, good. Thank God. But anyways, I mean, like I said in the past play-by-plays, we're in the late game now. We are in level 20, full items. What's there else to do? We have Fire Giant, and that's it. Right? Whoever wins Fire Giant, whoever wins the next team fight wins the game, which is really bad on the game in general. This endgame just makes it seem so unfun. I mean, we've been doing so well in early and mid game, and now for endgame, it's kind of like, what else is there to do, right? We're gonna see if we can ult in here. This should be a pretty beefy ult. However, oh my god, they end up dodging it again, which is alright. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can make something happen here. Unfortunately, it was a team cleanse on Ares. which is why Ares really isn't the best support right now because there's so many things to counter Ares. But my friend over here playing Ares just simply because my friend wants to get Ares to Mastery 10. So it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and wall Sobek in again. And however, Susanoo ends up getting picked there. We were in pretty good positioning. Look at me looking at damage stats, seeing what hit me there. Pretty good positioning by us, but Susanoo just had better positioning, lurking, which is, you know, definitely how you want to play a jungler. I had okay positioning, Susanoo just had better positioning, and ends up being able to just pick us all off. They end up dying here, and hopefully they don't get a fire drastic from here. They are what, on her and Baron. I actually don't think that they end up going for fire here. They should have. They should have won HP Jing. Granted, she can come back to FGS very fast, but I'm telling Jing to just be careful here, simply because if Jing dies, what the heck am I gonna do with just an on her and a Baron, right? And Baron ends up getting picked off by Phoenix, which is fine. We're gonna play some more wards down in Fire Giant because this is the only objective that matters past 30 minutes of the game where everybody's full build. And we're gonna see if there is a team fight here. So we're gonna head and secure red. Unfortunately, on her and Sobek are already here. Sobek, sorry, not Sobek. Our Baron starts ulting. They're kind of getting away from Baron ult. We're gonna see if we can target somebody. We couldn't really target anybody. I didn't want to go on Sobek simply because I was waiting for Sobek to pop his ult. And if you were to ult down on Sobek, it wouldn't have made a difference simply because he's CC immune during his ult. So we're gonna see if there's anything that happens during this team fight. Good on Jigway capturing the Warhorn. Beef up our minions even more. And Cupid ends up getting picked. Right now we're kind of just we're focusing on Susanoo here. So it's me, Ares, and Baron in a 3-stack, and we're telling like just focus Susanoo. We're gonna see if we can make something happen here. We 1-3 in. We get Susanoo ulted. We get Susanoo pulled, and I just get 100 to 0 by Susanoo. Unfortunately, I mean there's nothing really else I can do there. I was definitely playing with my team. I wasn't all alone, but I think in that moment I didn't even know what happened there, right? But we ended up losing that team fight. Could have played that better. Our Baron ended up having to back because of minion wave. You know, it is what it is. We needed to defend minion wave just so the minions don't get to our Titan, and hopefully Baron can defend here. It is going to be a pretty tough task, though. It is a 1v4. So I think as soon as Baron dies, it's GG. They're not even going for Fire Giant here. They're just going for endgame. Let me see. Yep, so Susanoo 2, 3, auto. Yep, and Baron's dead. Baron can't really do much about that. I mean, it is what it is. And they should just be able to just beam Titan down from here. And it should just be GG. Overall, I mean, a pretty good game from us. 15, 5, and 13. Unfortunately, not the best carry. Ended up losing the game, but it is what it is. However, my account, okay, they don't want to bring this up in the video, but my account did get deleted. Like, look, I'm back to level 2. I'm at level 2. I was at level 70. Don't buy from Epic Games, guys. I now bought this game again on Steam. All my skins are gone. All my gems are gone. It is what it is, though. You know, it's better to be gone now than 3 years from now, right? But basically had a little trouble with my Epic account getting in. And I was able to get in. They didn't say, they told me, you know, you don't have, you just kidding, you don't own the game or whatever. But it is what it is. Now we're on Steam, where I should have been in the first place. But anyways, here are my stats. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was a pretty good game from us. Thoughts on Thor jungle? Very nice, very fun to play. Maybe not the strongest in terms of where I'd put Thor and jungle gods in general. From best jungle god to worst jungle god. Right now, my list would be Loki, top god, and then it would be Thanatos, and then it would be Susanoo, and then it would be Thor, and then Nem, and then bottom of the list is Fenrir, which is surprising because then Fenrir has been feeling super, super bad. Abilities don't hit too much. Fenrir has gotten so many nerfs, and since everybody has beads now, everybody has cleanse beads, Fenrir's ult's kind of just wasted. But hey, if you can play Fenrir right, he's still a pretty good god. But I don't think he's the best jungler anymore. I think he's actually one of the worst junglers now. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. Apologies for all the yapping. Unfortunately, lost my count. But hey, whatever. Starting fresh doesn't really matter. Only thing I had were skins and gems or whatever. But it is what it is. Um, if you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, sub. Let me know what video you guys want me to see next. I will be starting to play ranked again simply because this account I'm at 0 SR, so I just might as well climb the rank leaderboards. But as always, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in, family.